Previously in our love-hate relationship with comic culture.
I got to show something to you guys. Terrence X also sent something very special in. Check this out. He has sent in. Oh, wait a minute. Let me make sure you can see it. He has sent in a picture
I need that.
of the three of you.
Yo, I'm Mickey Fax.
Yo, I'm Tad Wizard.
I'm Pete Rock.
And this is our love-hate relationship with comic culture. That's all good.
Welcome back, everybody. We are here, joined each and every week with our producer. What's your name again? Tom? Yeah, that's your name. We got Pete Rock and Tad Wizard. we got Pete Rock and Tad Wizard with us, and we're gonna debate the comic industry, Marvel and DC movies. Now, listen, this episode we're gonna talk about some predictions about Ant-Man. Quantumania, Ant-Man and the Wasp, Quantumania, right? This thing comes out later tonight, maybe tomorrow, depending on when Tom decides he wants to edit this. And I'm not gonna lie, the first trailer, I really enjoyed it. The second trailer, I remember coming into the group chat like, I don't know. And then because I did not favor too well with the second trailer, I just started watching all kind of clips. And I'm going to have to say, this movie looks fantastic. This movie looks really, 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 really good.
Actor's name?
Paul Rudd.
No.
Jonathan Majors.
Jonathan Majors. Phenomenal.
That's what
I'm excited. I think I am a little worried about Cassie Lang. Is that her name? Cassie?
The new actress.
I don't know.
Give her grace.
MCU, I don't know. I
oh
feel
my
like,
God.
I gotta say it.
Y'all hate women? Y'all hate women?
I love women.
Just tell me the
love
truth.
women.
Just
but
be
come
honest.
On. No,
if you hate women, you hate women. I get
we
it.
don't hate women, bro.
Hell no.
We love women.
What's the problem?
It's just, listen,
we got a bunch of women in the MCU. What's the problem?
There's nothing wrong with women, but
they're
feminizing male characters that have existed for too long.
That's all crazy talk.
All they need to do is create new women characters. Why do we have to have a female Iron Man? Why do we have to have a female Thor? Why do we have to have a female
to show
Ant-Man?
that they're just as strong?
No, make new characters that are women and let us
doing that too.
Just redo the She-Hulk, bro. I like She-Hulk.
I like Storm. There's not a male Storm.
Love Storm.
There's not a male Storm. I like Storm.
Yeah, I like Storm too.
I like Black Widow. There's not a male Black Widow. Why can't they just make a new female character? Why are they making?
Let women have their representation, man.
Yo, we're not going against women representation. We're saying make women characters that are original and not a derivative of the original character. That's what we're saying.
But you can't say let's make women characters, but also stay with what's in the comics.
Bruh, they're not good.
All of these women are in the comics.
Yes, but
they're not just making a loose woman just because the comics did it first.
Yes, but they were running out of ideas. That's why they did that.
They might have been buying some time to give space for Hulk to get back.
Okay. All right. Anyway, so I'm excited to see. I just don't care for Cassie Lang. I'm not here for Cassie Lang. I like Wasp.
Cassie Lang was always a thing, though.
I like Wasp. I think Wasp is dope. Wasp is not the female Ant-Man. She has her own skill set, own powers. Fire. I'm with that. But the woman, the woman Ant-Man, no, I'm good on her. All right. Kang looks good.
It's rough for the girl dads.
Nah, you'll be all right. It's interesting to see what MODOK is gonna look like. MODOK.
Now, MODOK, they better fucking fix. Now, y'all know I love the MCU and I'm all in.
Yes.
But what I saw in that trailer for MODOK, I'm like, the fuck is that?
I'm not a fan of MODOK.
That I was like, nah, they gotta. That was on some. What's the little blue fast fucker? Sonic. Remember that first Sonic came out?
Yeah.
And then they fixed his ass. They better fix his ass.
If you saying it's whack, I ain't even interested in seeing.
Nah, just the MODOK look nuts. Just the MODOK look nuts.
I thought it was originally supposed to be Jim Carrey.
He don't look like.
I don't think it's Jim Carrey. You know who this is supposed to be? Allegedly,
Cross, right? The
Cross,
guy, right?
from when he went into the space when he got shrunk up at the end of Ant-Man.
The first one.
And now he's coming back out. It's supposed to be Cross, who was Yellow Jacket.
Yeah, I don't know if I like that, but you know, I'm not mad at it. I don't know if I like it, but I'm not mad at it. Who else? Yeah, he's gonna be in it, but he's gonna be MODOK.
As long as he looks good, man. We already got that hint of MODOK and She-Hulk with the website. Y'all don't want to hear it though. Y'all don't like the connective tissue.
I don't like
saying connective tissue. We need another word for connective tissue.
Tat. Don't like that She-Hulk ain't monstrous, my dude. She's a monster. She's not.
All right, but they did a series. They did a thing. Let her come back, and when she show up in the movie on the big screen and she's She-Hulk, you gonna be happy or nah?
I'm just saying she gets pretty later. You know what I'm saying? That's what happened. You understand what I'm saying?
Well, maybe they did the reverse.
I don't think they did the reverse.
Give it time, man.
Listen, but let me just say something. Have you read the She-Hulk comic book? Have you read that story, man?
I am not fully aware of She-Hulk the comic, only pieces. But shout to my man Sis, shout to Nana. They be putting me on to how the comics really go down, and I'm like, yeah, but P said and Mickey said, and they was like, no. We're going to have them on at some point.
It's the new stories. That's why. It's not the stories that Pete is familiar with when Stan Lee was still alive. It's the original vintage storylines, which I like
y'all
too.
Like that origin story on Disney? Come on.
No, I didn't like that. I wasn't a fan.
It didn't bother me. It wasn't like, yo, this is, for me, it wasn't trash because I didn't have expectations. I didn't have expectations.
Okay, listen, guys. Let's get back to Ant-Man.
We're gonna what I'm watching on TV right now.
We're gonna have a She-Hulk episode just for. Look at
the slow pan. It's the slow pan for me.
You got my man on there.
Come on, P. I'm never gonna argue with you about Bill Bixby. Greatest Hulk of
one of the
all
goats.
time.
One of the goats.
Sorry. Greatest Banner, which I can't call him. What's his Bruce? I gotta call him David, right? Mm-hmm. Pete, you know David, what as well. David Banner. Called him David because in the 70s, the homophobia of calling him Bruce wouldn't let him be who he is. Yep. We're finally out of homophobia, so people can be who they are. Is all I'm saying.
Right. Okay. All right, Tad. Thank you for that knowledge on 70s homophobia.
We didn't see on Spider-Man though. Nothing yet. No info yet.
Okay. So Ant-Man, right?
Making stupid.
so no. Let's get into that. What are some predictions for Ant-Man? Right? Let's start with Tat, because I know Tat knows how I feel about predictions and things like that. I haven't been tuned into the rumor mill too much. Are there any rumors about who may show up in Ant-Man Quantumania?
I have not seen any rumors, but I've also super not been looking because that's how, like we say, we jam ourselves up. I stopped watching trailers after that nasty MODOK. I was like, let me not put myself in a bad space. Shout to you for in your freestyle saying that Scott Lang is not going to beat Kang. We know this. This is facts. The question is Scott Lang going to die?
I think so. I think Scott Lang is going to die. He's going to come back for Secret Wars. That's what I think is going to happen.
Nothing.
I think he's going to die and come back. I also think Hank Pym is going to die too. I think Hank Pym is going to die as well.
Hank Pym may die. I'm not sure, but here's the thing. Scott Lang is going to die because there's not going to be just one, because you got to remember where we're at and who we're dealing with.
Right.
That's very true. But even if he does die, I think he'll be back for Secret Wars. I think he's just going to come back. I think everybody who died before is coming back for Secret Wars.
That's a fact.
We're going to see Black Widow. We're going to see Robert Downey Jr. We're going to see anybody else that passed away. We're going to see them. So I think that's all.
That's a fact.
gonna be manifested. We just, I'm gonna just I'm gonna need all four of us here to stay alive so we can watch Secret Wars. We're gonna have to have hour-long conversations about that one. But I do believe Hank and Scott are gonna die. I believe that wholeheartedly. And I think we might see Reed
in Ant-Man.
Yep.
Maybe. The only problem with that is, look, Disney is a motherfucker. Marvel, you sneaky bastards for sure. But to keep the casting of Reed Richards under wraps in this day and age,
it's crazy.
I think it's damn near impossible.
It's crazy. No, it's impossible. Like they did a good job with John Krasinski.
Your man's right.
Nobody knew John Krasinski.
They did not do a good job with John Krasinski. That was all over the place. That was everywhere.
But people didn't expect to see him. Like I don't think people.
No,
I was shocked when I saw him.
All right, so maybe in certain rumor mills, if you didn't see, then it was unexpected.
You know what?
But I think even for those that were expecting it, were super happy because it was still a great representation of Reed Richards on that screen
at the beginning. But I think to your point, Tat, I think that there was a deflection. The deflection was Tom Cruise as Superior Iron Man,
which may still be a thing.
I think, of course, that's Secret Wars. But I think everybody was expecting to see Tom Cruise as Iron Man. So that kind of took it away from John Krasinski at some point, right? But now I do believe we're going to see him in Secret Wars. And I do believe we're going to see Reed. I would love to see Reed in Ant-Man. I think they need to redeem him being the smartest man in the world, right?
Is Downey still playing Iron Man in Secret Wars?
Most likely.
I think there'll be multiple Iron Mans in Secret Wars. There'll be multiple of a bunch of characters in Secret Wars.
I think
we're going to see everybody, and a lot of people are going to die too. It's going to be phenomenal.
I think it's going to be a resetting of the universe.
Okay.
I can see that.
I think it's going to be a resetting. So
I can see that, but not a full resetting.
Who else? Is there anybody else prediction wise or death wise do we have for Ant-Man and the Wasp?
I don't have a prediction or a death, but I'll just say that keep in mind this is film 1 in phase 5. And they've seen all of the backlash. They've decided to take things a little slower. We know for a fact that they care and that they're getting ready to hit us over the head with a cast iron skillet.
I agree with that. I think they heard Pete. Pete was going crazy in our
they heard Pete.
Text messages.
They for sure heard Pete.
And it was too funny, too many jokes. And I think this time around we're gonna get some serious movies. I mean, Guardians of the Galaxy looks incredible from an emotional standpoint. Ant-Man looks great, right? We're supposed to be getting the Marvels trailer potentially during Super Bowl Sunday.
Blade is coming. It's being filmed as we speak.
I don't care about the Super Bowl.
But okay, what about the I didn't say. I'm talking about the commercial.
I'll watch it the next day.
You can watch it minutes after it's going to be on YouTube.
I'll watch it online where I don't have to look at that nasty.
Okay, all right.
Nonsense.
Okay, all right.
I stand strong on that.
Okay. So the Marvels, I'm just saying that trailer should be coming out, I think, this weekend. I think we're going to see the trailer for that this weekend. And I'm hoping that looks good.
Wait, not to jump off of this because Ant-Man is in theaters like right now as we talk, right? But the Marvels, y'all all right with the Marvels? Y'all all right with the Marvels?
I don't think so. I don't know yet.
I did not like Carol Danvers.
What's wrong with her?
I like she just didn't. I didn't like her. I didn't like her origin movie. I did like her in Infinity War.
This Marvel, I mean, sorry.
I liked her. No, I liked her in Endgame. I like Captain Marvel in Endgame, right? So I'm kind of on her side for the Marvels. I like Spectrum. Okay, I like Spectrum. I think she's dope.
They're
Miss
still
Marvel,
saying it might be Photon.
Photon. That's fine. Photon, Spectrum, potato, whatever.
I prefer
like,
Spectrum, but only because I called.
I like it. Miss Marvel, I'm iffy on. I'm not. I don't know how I feel about. I don't know how I feel about Miss Marvel.
I didn't like the series on Disney.
I don't know how I feel about her. But
I mean, I feel like y'all weren't fans of the actual comic, being that came out like what 2013 or something.
They didn't use her powers correctly. It just
They changed it. They changed it. But she's an Inhuman in the comic. They can't do that right now.
I mean, they calling her a mutant.
She got mad because of the Inhumans. Something that what the Inhumans. I remember.
I personally, I like the first 2-3 episodes of Miss Marvel. I thought it was good. I thought it was great. It reminded me of Scott Pilgrim, right? I thought that was a really good 2-3 episodes. And then
episode, I'll give you the first episode.
And then it just went, it was cute.
Y'all
and then it
bugging.
just went off the.
It's cool,
it went off the deep end. I have
y'all bugging. It gave you cultural aspects from other cultures, and it was fire. There were some shots
Moonlight,
that felt a little Bollywoodish that weren't my favorite, only because I'm not a musical fan. These weren't musical, but it just reminded me, so it just gave me like a. But other than that, she was fire.
There was no compelling villain. The special effects could have been, in terms of like the comic style, could have been done more. You know, like I think all of that was what we were missing from that. So I'm excited to see it, but you know, obviously it is what it is. So let's just do one last prediction. Pete, what do you think about Ant-Man? What do you think? What are you thinking? Are you excited? Or are you not excited?
Scale them 1 to 10. I'm thinking 6-ish.
Okay. Tat, what about you?
From 1 to 10?
Yeah.
See, I'm trying to have no expectations to put a rating on it of a prediction of what I feel like is going to be is an expectation. But with that being said, I'm thinking 7.5 to 8.
That's good. I'm thinking 8. I think it's going to be the best Ant-Man. The first one, I give it a 7. Second one, I give it like a 7.3. I think this is going to be an 8. I think this is going to be the best Ant-Man movie we've ever seen. I think it's going to be fun. I think it's going to. I think
is going to be interesting.
Yeah, I think Majors is what's going to make this a great movie. Right.
Welcome to the Kang Dynasty, baby.
I'm excited to see what happens with that. Okay, we're going to bring in our handsome black man. Tom,
man, why you set him up like that?
Tom is gonna come back. He's gonna come in.
We got more fan questions, guys. We got more fan questions. Before I get to the fan question, though, can I get my prediction for Ant-Man?
Of course, let's hear it.
Okay.
I think that starting with Ant-Man, we're gonna start to see all these characters come back, but they're gonna be multiple actors for each character.
Wow, like famous actors that we know.
Yes, and they're gonna come back in different
variations,
and they're all going to be different actors.
You went into the multiverse. I got you.
I'm there.
Okay.
I'm there. It's my prediction.
Okay.
All right. We with it.
All right. Today's question is from, and we're talking about predictions. So it's a prediction question from Johnny T. What comic character that hasn't come to the big screen yet is one that you guys want to see?
That's easy.
Interesting.
Blue Marvel.
Ooh, good one, Tad. Good one.
That's
I like
easy.
that. Okay. Pete?
I would like to see the Defenders.
I thought we had the Defenders on Netflix.
One big screen, 2 that was Netflix.
Okay.
Not MCU.
Good point.
We talk about a real Defenders movie.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
I'm not mad at that.
I'll throw in Iron Fist on top of mine then for that case.
Submariner has to be in that.
I'm not mad at that. For me, I will say 2. I have 2 picks. Beta Ray Bill and
I like that. He should have been in the last one.
And who? A true depiction of Galactus.
Okay.
You know there's rumors of somebody being casted for that, right?
Denzel, right?
Nope.
Who?
John Wick.
Really? John Wick?
Keanu
Reeves as Galactus.
Wow, crazy.
I heard rumors he was going to be Gambit.
Because he looks just like Gambit.
Not really.
No.
Well, from the Wolverine movie.
We'll see. I mean, it's interesting. I mean, that's a great question. That's all I can say. That was a great question.
He could definitely play that role.
He could.
Yeah, I can see that.
Keep the questions coming.
Keep the questions coming, guys. Send us some questions. And listen, man, that's our show. We hope you guys enjoy Ant-Man. If you guys see it with today, tonight, tomorrow, leave us a comment. Tell us what you guys think. Follow our love-hate relationship with comic culture and send us your thoughts. Instagram at Comic Culture Podcast. Hit up my boy Tat Wizza at TATWZA. Hit me up, Mickey.Facts, FACTZ. And obviously hit up my boy Real Pete Rock. You should be able to know how to spell that. Let us know what you think of this show. Subscribe on Apple, Spotify, wherever you listen to podcasts. Leave us a rating on Apple and spread the word. Tag some of your favorite comic book friends. Until next week, I am Mickey Facts.
I am Pete Rock.
I am Tat Wizza.
And we out. Excelsior.
Peace.
Our love-hate relationship with comic culture is produced by Spaceman World Media. Follow the show on Insta at Comic Culture Podcast.